What is up, guys? It is J Beeps here, and welcome to the second episode of the Barrow Road to Glory. First episode happened yesterday, so if you want to go ahead and check that out, feel free to do so. Just kind of really set the foundation, also explain a little bit on how the series is going to work, what's going to happen, and what the ultimate end goal is. But today we are finishing up the second half of our very first season in charge, and I hope things can go well. So we're obviously going to be starting off with an interesting decision. So coming from the Youth Academy is Jaden Shepard, 61 overall attacking mid. He might play for us. I don't know. The potential is a little concerning. It's only 63 to 75, so I don't know, how well things are going to work. I know dynamic potential plays a big factor into that, but it really doesn't do that much this quickly. So we'll have to wait and see what, just kind of what happens. Kaya Ellis is also joining the first team, Welsh defensive mid, 55 overall, not high potential. He's only joining the first team to add some depth off the bench. And honestly, the same goes for Nicholas Manning. Again, not going to be starting probably ever, might not even play at all for us, but we need a little bit of depth just in case injuries happen. So obviously, got to keep the Youth Academy going because we need to be pumping out these good players. And I'm just going to be sending a scout to Iceland for 3 months. I know we already have our two main scouts, but going to Iceland, hopefully get some interesting players. And now we have a big game. Well, not really. We have a game in the league against Harrogate Town. And the only reason I'm honestly playing this is because I did a little career mode series with Harrogate Town that came out before this. Unfortunately, that series did end early because I'm trying to do different things. But they're a team that who knows, I might circle back to and do a Road to Glory with in the future. But we are facing them at home at Holker Street. And we are lining up in our 4-2-2-2. Boyce Clark is in goal, Platt and Vera are the center backs, Hutton and Bruh are the outside backs, Banks and Beedling are the defensive mids, Ballo and Gotts are the attacking mids, and Jota and Williams are the men up top. Here are the highlights. So obviously it was not the greatest of results, but I think we still did decently well. Like if you look at the stats, obviously the only stat that matters is the score line, and that was a 3-0 loss for us. But the shots were even, expected goals were pretty close. We just have to be a little bit more clinical in those situations. But that is also a part of me improving as a player, and as well as the players improving in overall. So it's a stepping block. Lee Andrews will also be joining the first team, Welsh attacking mid, 59 overall, 76 to 90 potential. Really like the prospect of him. He does only have a 1-star weak foot, so I have a development plan on him to hopefully increase that. He's also 6'1". He could be a key player for us, but it's going to be tough to earn a starting spot, especially at that attacking mid position. Toby Matthews is also joining the first team, English defensive mid, 54 overall, 81 to 87 potential. Good key substitute. Honestly, same will go for Ryan Pierce. Welsh right mid, 81, 87 potential. He has 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. So that could end up earning him a spot on the team. But at this stage, I still know nothing about the team. So departing the club at the end of his contract will be Paul Farming. He's going to Saudi Arabian side Al Tawoon. I think that's how you pronounce that. He's not a key player at the club, so we'll be leaving. We have young players to easily replace them. So if you remember, I promoted Jaden Shepard. I have decided to sell him. Got a good deal from Sepsi OSK out in Romania. He will be departing the club at the end once the transfer window opens next season. So he is dead weight for now, but he is still a player at the club. I still expect him to come off the bench. So we have another league game in EFL League 2 as we are hosting Northampton at Holker Street. And Northampton is another one of those teams I'm considering doing another series on. I was a fan of them, a little Fairweather fan. I used them a lot in FIFA 18, FIFA 19, so might decide reignite the flame and use them for a series. But I've changed up how the team is going to look. So I've decided to switch the team to a 4-2-3-1, Boyce Clark is the keeper. Platt, Vera, center backs. Burra and Hutton are the outside backs. So back line is the same. Even the defensive mids are the same. But it's that front four. Barrow and Jota on the wings. Andrew attacking mid. Williams striker. I believe Gotts is suspended for this game, so he can't play. But normally that would be Gotts, that attacking mid spot. So I'm trying to utilize the pace of Jota and Barrow. I just don't feel like the way things were working, it was exactly right for them. But I do believe in this formation, this style, they should prevail. And here are the highlights. Okay, so if I wasn't a choke artist, that would have worked very, very well. I mean, we got up to a good 2-0 lead, but then they scored 3 immediate goals, winning the game 3-2. So that is something that I'm going to have to think about in the future, but I think the team, it worked really, really well when things were just going well, and I mean, they just stormed back. Can't really do anything about that, because you just got to take the L and move on, but this is a moral victory for us. Joe Grayson has departed the club. He's going to FC Nordsjælland. 650k. He never really was a key player for us, so don't mind that departure. And the player who's joining the first team, who I don't honestly think is going to do that much for the club, Ruben Wright. English striker, 53 overall, 79 to 87 potential. Just nothing special about him that makes me think I should keep this guy and develop him. So we'll see what happens. Honestly, same goes for Omar Madsen. Again, there's just a lot of these players where I just simply don't know, and I don't want to waste them just sitting in the youth academy. At least send them up to the first team. If things don't work well, we can at least sell them for a good chunk of money. And same goes for Adam King. So Jordan Stevens has been sold to Tokushima Vortis for 1.1 million. Honestly, at this point, probably just going to end up selling a lot of these younger players, because just to bring some extra money in for next season to hopefully invest. And Tom White will be departing the club once the season ends. His contract is expiring. He is going to Dundee FC. So at the end of the season, we finished in 16th on 59 points. Not exactly the best finish, not exactly the worst finish at the same time. I think we finished in a pretty good spot for what I expect in the first season. Obviously, I think we should be at least in 8th next year. I want to be pushing for those playoffs next year. But this year, I think it was a good building block, good foundation for the team. And we're in with some pretty good company. I mean, of all the saves I've done, Port Vale has won the league multiple times. Bristol Rovers is one of the best teams. Same with Salford City. So, obviously, we did a good, decent enough job. In the FA Cup, we did get knocked out in the first round, 3-2 to Leighton. Hopefully, we do not do that again next season. The Carabao Cup, we somehow made it to the 3rd round before we were obviously in a horrible position against Spurs. We lost 3-1. And in the Papa John's Trophy, we did not get a single point in the group stage. But again, I really could care less about that. So this season, Gotts appeared in the most games for us with 55, but just behind him was Hutton, Beedling, and Banks and Bruh. Boyce Clark appeared in 52. The top goal scorer for us was George Williams with 18 and 50. Banks was just behind him with 13 and 54. From that defensive mid spot is quite impressive. And Gordon had 9 in 44 games. Williams also led the team in assists with 8 and 50. Gordon had 7 in 44. And Beedling had 4 in 54. So Williams definitely outperformed my expectations for him this season, and that's definitely changed my plans. So the players that will be departing the club are Jones, James, Farman, Maloney, White, and Brown. When their contracts expired, don't really see a reason to keep pretty much any of them around, so you gotta make business decisions. We got depth, we got some young players, and next season we can hopefully get some decent replacements. So this is how the team is looking. Obviously Gotts would be starting instead of Andrews, but last game Andrew's asked to play. So yeah, I don't exactly know what I want to improve. The back line is really coming along. Same with the goalkeeper. Maybe get a new left mid, because Jota is just not progressing as quickly as I would like. Maybe I just fully invest in the youth academy, trust the starting 11 next season, and then reevaluate the year after. I don't know. So, you'll have to find out next episode. And that next episode will be coming out tomorrow, as always. These episodes are back daily uploads. And honestly, I think we kind of found our team identity in that 4-2-3-1. Really a little bit of counterattacking style, which is what I've always usually preferred to use. So it's gonna be interesting just to kind of see what happens with the team next season. I don't even know what I'm gonna do, because I think I might just invest in the youth academy, because don't need to fix the team. That back line is all young and improving. The midfield is pretty decent as well. Up top, Williams is going to be a good key player for us next season. But I don't know. And since I don't even know, there's no way that you can know. And for you to know, you have to watch the episode coming out tomorrow. Subscribe so you can just see when I upload. It means a lot. I hope you guys have enjoyed. And it is J Beebs signing off.